Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome into episode number 17 of Playing with House Money present the Soccer Gambling Cognoscenti. I'm the head of the SGC ICE, and this guy right here is our consigliere at Pru Baby 10, DJ Pru Hagan. How you doing today, my guy?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. It's probably my favorite day of the week now, to be honest with you. SGC Day is just the only day that I can look forward to for the next couple weeks. So I'm happy to be here. How you doing?
Yeah, until I'm good, man. Looking forward to MLB season, so that I can do. Our roles can be reversed.
Yeah. Well, it shouldn't be reversed fully though for a little while, right?
Not fully, not for a little while. We still have some time. Yeah, MLS season has only just begun. It's only just begun, and hey, we picked up where we left off last season. Fade Miami is cashing us big time.
Yes, sir.
Montreal, Sunday night, maybe Monday night. The Miami game, they just decided it was Sunday night, the last game of the slate, and they just decided to rest everyone. Rest 5 games into the season, and Messi's resting. Suarez is on the bench. Busquets is on the
It was probably someone's birthday.
Probably.
You have to remember, Miami, different atmosphere. You know what I'm saying? And to be honest with you, who could blame him? But Messi is hilarious. 5 days in the season, like, bro, come on. We know it's Miami. You're literally a superstar, especially in like a, you know what I mean, in a Latino Hispanic area.
Mm-hmm.
Like, bro, come on. We know you're having fun. Just 5 days. Come on, 5 days. But we will fade. We will continue to fade.
Yeah, I mean, that was what I think, plus 400 for Montreal to score in both halves, plus 750 Montreal over 2.5. We had some money, some MLS winners on Sunday night. We had one of the games called off. Otherwise, it would have been even bigger. The Philadelphia Union game got postponed because of the storm that came through the East Coast. The rainfall was ridiculous, so they postponed the game, which meant that our plus 750 ended up cashing out like plus 350. But green is green, right? And then we had a bunch of 2-leg, 3-leg goal scorer bets, which ended up cashing the singles because all of them featured Danny Gazdag, and of course the game got suspended. So
and it wouldn't have mattered.
No, it wouldn't. I mean, it would have, because they'd have cashed multiple, bigger bets. They're giving me plus 210 on the boy Danny, and hey, I know what happened in the CONCACAF Champions League, and Union went down to Mexico and got absolutely, I don't know, taken to the cleaners. They were horrible down there.
You know, Old Yeller. Old Yeller.
Yeah,
that was one of them. One of them. But hey, we expect that. MLS is for fun and gambling for us. But Danny, 210 plus 210 for Danny is disrespectful right now. I know they're expecting, last season shadows, but the boy is back. And we're gonna bet that 210 shit every time.
Yep. That's if you're giving me that, then I'm taking it. This week I think he's around the plus 160 mark. But hey, on Saturday last week, we had a plus 3,000 winner as well. In the afternoon with the Championship, Premier League, and Bundesliga, and this week we don't get so many. I don't really like the Championship slate this Saturday. I'll be completely honest. I've looked and I don't like it. And the Premier League is kind of, half the games aren't playing. It's FA Cup quarterfinal weekend, I think. So a lot of the bigger sides playing in the FA Cup games, and they're always a little bit more hit and miss. Not so many goals as you will see in the actual league games. So tomorrow's slate, we're focusing on the MLS, but then this afternoon, I've got 2 games I like the look of this afternoon. One is in France, which is doesn't often happen, but we have two kind of, I don't know, 2 mid-table teams. They're 10th and 11th right now, but Lyon are one of them. They had a horrible start to the season, completely horrible. They were bottom of the league after like 10, 12 games. They have gone on a fairly decent run, put themselves up to 10th in the league now, kind of sorted themselves out a little bit. Playing away to Toulouse, one of my favorite teams to bet on. They've got Talinga up front, who's normally good for a goal. He has himself 9 goals this season. He was scoring a goal every 3 games last season, so he's on a good run of form. He's scored 2 in the last 3. But yeah, I like this game, both teams to score. Toulouse at home, 1-2 on the bounce. They've just dispatched Nice and Lille, 2 very good sides in the league, 2 top sides. They are 4th and 6th, and they just beat both of those in Toulouse, 2-1 and 3-1. So I definitely like Toulouse to get on the score sheet here against this, like I say, this Lyon side who they're putting together a good run of form, but we know that clearly they were bottom of the league for a number of weeks. They clearly defensively have stuff to work on, but they, like I say, they've also put together this run. They've gone away from home and picked up 2 or 3 wins, 3 on the spin, scoring 2 in every game. So I don't know which side is going to score 2 goals in this game. I kind of like both of them, but therefore, because of that, I'm kind of playing it safe and taking the both teams to score at -148.
Oh, that's not bad either.
No, it's good. It's a great value pick there, and you could probably play it if it wasn't a Friday. If it wasn't a Friday, I might take the over 2.5 instead. But being it's a Friday, I like the draw, the 1-1, the both teams to score, and the other one is in Syria. It's in Italy, but don't do that because it's the boys Bologna.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Hold your horses. It's not.
Yeah, they've been frying shit. Hey, fried bologna. They've been frying shit out there, boy. Hey, boys.
We cashed them against Lazio away from home. Everyone was like, "What are you doing playing Bologna to score twice?" Cashed that. They went away to Atalanta last weekend, won the game 2-1. Away this week against Empoli. Come on now. Like you went away again. You went away against Lazio and Atalanta, 6th and 9th in the league, and now you're going up against 17th, and you're still giving me +145 for them to score twice.
No, come
on now, and this will be one that, we might ladder to 3.
It's Friday.
It's Friday though. That's the caveat, right? It's a Friday, so
in Italy. It's a Friday in Italy.
In
too,
Italy,
at that.
Yes.
Like,
yes.
Come on.
But
I hear you. I'm 100% with you, especially because the proof is in the pudding, and we've been with them too. So it's not even like it's not even like we've been sitting there from the sidelines seeing them happen. No. But yeah, it's a Friday in Italy,
and that's
and I'm right there with you to do the degenerate ass shit and take that shit to 3. But yeah, I don't know. I might not have said that.
And you just have to remember that it is a Friday. Like, there is the potential that one of these games that happens this afternoon does go off. I mean, we've got Red Bull Leipzig play in the Bundesliga today, but they've burnt us way too many times.
It's also for me. It's Friday and it's
trust them. And in La Liga today, you've got Real Sociedad playing, and we had that conversation last week about them.
Who are they playing?
Cadiz. So they should.
Bro, I don't know, man. That might be the one that I don't know. I might actually like that one, to be honest with you. And you know what it would be for? I would say that if I was gonna play the over 2.5 in the Italy game, I would just play the over 1.5 in the first half, and then I'd play the over 1.5 in that game, first half. Mm-hmm. For sure. Because if it's gonna pop off, it's gonna be 18 minutes in, 37, and then it'll go 2-0.
Yeah.
So it's like
my only concern. Yeah, my concern with Sociedad remains their home form is horrible.
Yeah, but they've been
horrible.
Okay, but that's the thing though. You're gonna get into form a little later, especially after being able to get into form away for a nice little rhythm too. They've been scoring. They played a good team. They played good teams too. Yeah, I don't know, man. That might be something that we might.
No, I mean, obviously it could be, but I'm just again, it being a Friday, that one to me, it's Cadiz. If it was anyone else but Cadiz, I would have basically been playing the 0-0 in that game because Sociedad love a 0-0 at home. But
it's an avenue. It's an avenue that the family needs to profit upon.
You've been watching The Godfather, so you can get these little gems.
We need to get in. We need to get into that avenue before it's too late. The other families. Hey,
but no. So that's one of those. One of these games will go off, and I've said all that about it being 0-0 in Sociedad. They'll probably be 3-0 up at half time. So
yeah, and I'm gonna be ecstatic because I'm on it. Oh, I'm on it.
Yeah, because you'll have played it. But yeah, those 4 goals, the both teams to score in the French game, and then Bologna team total, plus 308 for those 4 goals. So I'm happy to take that. Happy to take that and be done for the day and sit back and tell your degenerate stuff for the other games that I don't want to touch.
Yeah.
And then like I said, Saturday morning, Bundesliga aside, that's going to be in the Discord. Premier League and Championship, I'm not really feeling this week. Not on Saturday at least. The games and the focus will be on Saturday evening, and this MLS slate looks like I'm going. It looks like I'm going both teams to score for the most part. I'm pretty sure last week's MLS action, every team bar 2 scored.
I'm pretty sure it was every team. I'm pretty sure it was every game but 1 hit the both teams to score last week.
No, because there was the Cincinnati game was 0-0. That game was 0-0, and you had LAFC against Sporting Kansas City was 0-0 as well. Boring, 2 boring games. But yeah, aside from that, it was 5. There was 5 teams that did not score, and 2 of those were 0-0s. So that gave you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 games were both teams to score last weekend. And then the week before that, I think it was all the home teams, all bar 1 home teams scored. So yeah, I mean, the MLS is finding some rhythm. These teams are, some of these teams are playing in the CONCACAF Champions League with midweek and getting, kicking the rust off a lot earlier. But the 5 games I've picked for the parlay, not messing with any of the early games, diving straight into the 7:30 slate, and this is the if you're only gonna run this as a 4-fold, this is the game to leave off.
Okay.
Because this is the New York Red Bulls game, and throughout the whole second half of last season, I said that I don't mess with either New York team, Red Bulls or New York City FC. This season, what I'm seeing out of the Red Bulls team is actually pretty decent for once. So I'm reneging on not betting on the Red Bulls simply because Emil Forsberg plays for them now, and he cashed us plus 210 or plus 240, I think he was, anytime goal scorer last weekend. They went to they beat Dallas at home 2-1. Forsberg got a goal and assist in that game. They won their first. They won their first the game before that, so they're unbeaten. They've played 3, won 2, drawn 1. They beat Houston 2-1 away. So I don't mind what I'm seeing from Red Bulls so far this season. They're going into Columbus. Columbus are one of my favorite teams in the league. They have Cucho obviously up top with Diego Rossi and Christian Ramirez. These guys should be scoring. They snuck past the guys from your local area, the Chicago Fire, last week. We needed 2 goals in that game to cash us, and They got the second goal in the 100th minute, the 10th minute of stoppage time. So we were very lucky, to say the least. However, they had 11 shots on target. They should have scored 5. Let's be real. Like, that team should have scored 5. With those guys playing up front, they should be scoring 2 goals every week. There's not in this league. You're not coming up against great defenses week in, week out. So Columbus at home, they're scoring. No problem with that. No issue with that at all. Looking at the head-to-head matches in Columbus, the last 5 have been both teams to score. They've all been 2-1, 2-1, 2-1. Back and forth, which way round it goes. Like I said, Red Bulls away at Houston. They scored twice. They're starting to click into gear, I think. 2 goals in both their last 2 games. They drew a blank against Nashville first game out, but again, a bit rusty on both sides in that game. They should have. I know they should have, because I watched that game because I had Forsberg to score or assist in it, and they should have been 2-0 up at half-time. So they kicked off their rust. They've scored. Both teams to score in that one. If you were going to play a team, I'm going to play probably Crew to score twice. I've just said they should score 2 every game. But that's the first one to kick us off. And then we have 3 games that are 8:30 Eastern time starts. The first one's pretty straightforward. Austin
these are all
FC.
PM.
PM. Yeah. This is Saturday night. Austin FC against Philadelphia Union. Okay. Normally this would be Driussi versus Gazdag, the big dog against Big Daddy. But Driussi is injured, so I don't think he'll be playing, which is unfortunate because I would have loved to cash that both to score. But yeah, I mean, it's both teams to score. It does what it says on the tin. Austin have scored in both their home games. They just played St. Louis, drew that game 2-2. I feel like this is going to be a very similar game. And again, Union, we put aside what happened in the CONCACAF Champions League game where they went to Mexico and didn't score at all. They've obviously they had their game called off last week, but have scored in both their first 2 games. They're draw. So yeah, go on. What are you going to say?
Their game last week was at home. Was supposed to be at home. I'm assuming.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Is their game at home this week?
No.
Where are they at? Where did you say?
In Austin. Austin, Texas.
I don't know. I don't like that. Texas is a fun place. Texas is a very fun.
They've just been to Mexico. Remember,
and we're talking about soccer. Nah, but no. That's different. You ain't just, you know what I'm saying, lollygagging through Mexico. Texas, and it's a soccer team. Oh boy. Oh yeah. Had a week off. Danny out there having a ball. I guarantee it. Austin too. Oh yeah. We're gonna see. Hopefully they get them percolators.
And then next game is Dallas against Vancouver. This one's an intriguing one to me. Like, these are 2 teams that last season I wouldn't have really bet on. Go on, you
right? I was gonna say we never bet on Dallas or Vancouver.
No, Dallas did cash us out one time, once upon a time, like I remember. But yeah, they're a team that we generally tend to leave. But they've both their home games. I mean, they have the boy playing up top. They've got 2 guys. So they've got Jesus Ferreira, the American center forward, 23-year-old kid who has the potential to be one of the U.S. men's national team's best players going into the World Cup and the Copa America. And they signed Petter Musa from one of the boys, David in the Discord loves this guy because he used to play for Benfica. He loves his Portuguese league.
Yeah, I was gonna say I've heard this name before. And that's where
he's always every time for Benfica, but he didn't really play much for Benfica. He's a Croatian guy. He's only 26, but he scored. He scored in the couple of weeks ago in his first game. So they've got two players there, those two that can cause problems against any defense. And Vancouver have been pretty solid. We've again only 2 games through. They've drawn one. They've won one. But they played away in San Jose last week and had they've got a pretty solid, they're one of those teams for me. They don't, when I watch them, they don't invoke that, oh, this is a great side to watch. They don't have those huge flair players, but they've got 2 guys that play up top, Brian Wright and Ryan Gould. And any week, either of those 2 could score you a goal. They're very good finishers. So I like them to get on the score. And again, I just need them to score a goal. So we need both teams to score -140. In that range, you're giving me both teams to score for most teams in this league. I'll take it because, like we said, the defenses that you're up against are not the best. And the way that the whole league has kind of started off, everyone's got chances right now. Everyone is open. Every team can score.
I feel like it's a lot more fast paced now.
Yeah.
From last season, the end of last season, it started to get like that. And then now it's
yeah,
I enjoy it because it really, the defenses are awful. So 11 shots on goal, 11 shots on target for any team in any game is kind of unreal.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, you should definitely you should be hanging 2, 3, 4, 5 goals. So let's keep that pace up for sure. But I'm excited for MLS, man. You've been spot on with a lot of these.
And then we have the boys Portland.
Yeah.
So they go into Houston. They're also down in Texas with the boys from Philadelphia.
Hey, luckily they're all 6 hours away because Texas is just incredible.
Yeah.
It's ridiculously big.
But we've got Houston against Portland.
And that's and Houston's even more dangerous, to be honest with you. They really having a ball in Houston. Houston is the place to be. I'm gonna let you know right now. You can't go to Houston.
Me? Okay.
Yeah, no, you wouldn't be able to go to Houston. You wouldn't be able to go to Houston. So, I know they're having a ball. So, what Portland on?
Yeah, and again, both teams to score. I like Portland to score twice as well. They pulled that off. I know in the Discord we had a couple of guys that were on them when they went 1-0 down because of the whole Fade New York thing that we were on. They went 1-0 down to New York City FC last week. And, going into the 85th minute, they were still 1-0 down. And then they pulled off the win. And the boy Evander came up with we had him plus 320 anytime goal and scored in the winner in the 90+7. So Portland have been good to us these first few weeks of the season. They've got some goals in them, but they conceded against New York. They conceded 4 to Montreal, 3 against Galaxy. So they've got a leaky defense, which again sounds like I'm a broken record saying the same thing here, but it's all these teams have leaky defenses, and that's what we want. That's exactly what we want. We just need the centre forwards to take advantage of this and score the goals. And, case in point with the leaky defenses to round us off is going to be LA Galaxy, the late game.
Before you even go forward, did you just say they gave up 4 goals to Montreal?
Yeah. It's the same Montreal that just scored 3 against Miami. Yeah. Yeah. The same Montreal that couldn't hit a barn door last year as well.
To be honest with you, it's like they're playing. There's nobody around them when they're shooting either in these games that they're scoring. Like Miami, I expect them to give up. I expect them to score 3 on Miami. But that's insane. That's insane. Portland, you might have to get exposed a couple of times, even though we riding with y'all. But
last game to round it off. So those 4 games we talked about, both teams to score. And then And then this last game, I'm taking the over 2.5 because I'm not being let down by my boys, St. Louis. I'm not going into this last game needing it to be both teams to score and this game be 3-0 Galaxy and lose. I don't think it will be.
I was going to say, I don't think it will be either.
But I'm not going out like that with this plus 1,200 parlay that will get all the way there. So it's over 2.5 goals in this Galaxy St. Louis game. Play what I've just said for everyone else. Both of these sides have great attacking teams.
Yeah, I was going to say
both these teams could score the 3 goals on their own.
Right. What are the odds for LA over 1.5? Just
with me,
just to know. And I hate to do that to St. Louis because they
minus 164.
Yeah.
And the over 2.5 is minus 188.
Yeah, bro. I'm taking LA over 1.5 in that situation only because we know we kind of put the shade over St. Louis every once in a while, but defensively, bro, oh man, with LA, I just think it's a lot. I don't know. I think that's a lot. That's gonna be a very fast paced one for sure, especially because LA is gonna push it. So,
yeah, and we've seen with LA, the side that they've got, they should have scored 3 in Nashville.
I mean,
Nashville last week. Yeah, I mean this lineup. I know I sent someone this to you, but a lot of people saying that this LA Galaxy attack is the best in the league. I'm not sure if I would go that far.
Yeah,
certainly not in comparison to someone like Columbus, who I've just mentioned. Their attack. Columbus, I think, are attacking wise, are head and shoulders above LA Galaxy, but Galaxy can get there. And they're 4 to 7 in that range, like around the top 5.
Yeah.
That you could put them in the top 5. I wouldn't hate it if you put them in the top 5, with the way that they're playing, and some of these guys that they've got on their attack. So yeah, I mean, either of these teams could score 3. I'm just going for the over 2.5 at minus 188 to round off the week, because like I said, I don't want to play both teams to score all the way through, and I don't see this game finishing 1-1.
Yeah, no, I definitely feel you.
So those 5 games, again, play, mix and match any of them. You can play any of those both teams to score straight. Crew in New York is minus 128 for both teams to score, so you can play that straight.
Yeah.
But Austin v Philly is minus 168. Dallas, Vancouver, minus 140. Houston, Portland, minus 142. Any of those games, you can happily play straight, both teams to score. I think they're silly odds for what we've seen in this league so far this season. And like I said, rounding it off with the over 2.5 goals in the Galaxy game gives us a plus 1170 for 11 goals. And yeah, we'll play the parlay and hopefully have a nice end to our Saturday.
You're damn right. Especially because the Saturday morning is going to be fine too.
Yeah.
It's going to be.
And then that's it. And then jump in the Discord, because again, there's games on Sunday. Not talking through any of them. I haven't even looked at the slate for Sunday because I knew we were focusing on today and tomorrow.
Yeah, half hours. All these people get out of you, for sure.
Yeah. Oh, guess what? Guess what game you have in the Premier League on Sunday? Fade Central, West Ham v Aston Villa.
Yeah, but now it's gonna go. Yeah, but it'll go like 4-2.
Yeah, and then you do have Leverkusen and Dortmund that both play on Sunday as well.
I'll tell you one thing though. Bowen's not going to score because everybody's going to bet the Hattie.
Yeah, everyone will be on Bowen and Watkins, and it'll be some. That's where we might take the.
No, don't say it like that though, because I'm definitely going to be rocking with my boy Ollie. Ollie. Come on now.
But
especially because he due, bro. He's overdue. Like, bro, come on now.
Yeah.
Hey, Mr. Watkins.
He's the definition of overdue.
Yeah. Fuck, Mr. Watkins. Like, come on, bro.
But, yeah, rock with us on Twitter. Find us at PW_house_money, at Iceman_1013, at PruBaby10. Find us on YouTube if you're watching. Like, subscribe, all of that jazz. Comment, tailing if you're fading us. What games you're looking forward to this weekend, and yeah, jump in the Discord and let's crack some winners this week. And we'll be back next Friday, inviting you to join us at the SGC.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.